So we are here with Zinfandel, and you've watched the other videos. I hope you did. You probably noticed that I spoke about Primitivo and Zinfandel for another one of the wine club, which is Allegoria. So this is for the only red selection, and my suggestion deeply, if you want to educate your palate and your friend and showing off with your friends, is to compare these two wines. Because remember what I said about Allegoria, female, male. So this is a gender conflict in wine, because here we have the elegance, slightly more tight the wine, and Popuesile, so thinner type of wine, lower in alcohol. And here we have a wine which is 15.5 in alcohol. Nicola Chiaromonte, which is a big, fat type of guy, fat, slightly overweight, but he's masculine alpha male, and he makes wines even that are sometimes even 16.5 in alcohol. So this is just a wine that's surely bolder. It will be beautiful if you are married with, in a couple, and to play with the idea of this two gender issue type of wine. And in this case, we have a bit of more ripened fruit, slightly more woodsy and woody, also a little bit of oak, which you don't perceive it in here. My soul is more on this style. It's my feminine side is coming out. But I cannot say that without Nicola Chiaromonte, you wouldn't have this one here, because Nicola and Gianfranco Fino are the one that actually made this wine important. There is also a little political issues about this wine. I don't want to get into politics, especially for my American friends. But it happened to be this one, the favorite wine of Donald Trump. And most of you might decide not to drink it for this reason, myself included, to say. But I don't want to get into politics. That's not the issue. I don't think Donald Trump is really interested in wine. But, I wanted to say it because what happened was like an earthquake when Donald Trump tasted his wine and Nicola Chiaromonte figured out what I'm supposed to do right now, because everyone was ordering the wine. So he switched off his phone for a couple of weeks because it was impossible, just the fact that everyone was calling him. Someone to insult him and some other to order wine. But it's not his fault, it's not his merit or fault. I don't want to even get into it, but it was a nice anecdote to tell. So the idea is to make this wine one beside the other, and to taste them, because you will have the same grape variety. We're talking about a couple of miles of distance between one maker and the other. Two completely different touch. In my opinion, wine tasting goes beyond politics, because the wine tasting is not about belonging to a part. Wine tasting is about to experience the same thing and fly over the flavors and trying to find your own way. They usually change all the time. It's not just on one fixed idea. That's the suggestion I would give. Will be less war and conflict in the world if we were more open-minded and welcoming to new flavors and ideas.